Hello and welcome to our presentation. Thank you all for coming. My name is Brianne Burke-Leonard and I'm a Community Partnership Specialist at TMG. I've been with TMG since 2015. I was an IRIS consultant for 5 years, partnering with people in their communities to help them achieve their goals. I began working as a Community Partnership Specialist almost a year ago. I live in southeastern Wisconsin with my husband and my 3 daughters. On my free time, I enjoy hiking, camping, and swimming. Today, I will be presenting with Avi, Jose, and Anthony, who I have been fortunate enough to work with over the years. I'm excited for them to be able to share their stories with you today. We'll be talking about hobbies and ways they can improve your health, happiness, and get you involved in your community. Avi, Jose, and Anthony will share their hobby and discuss how their hobbies improve their lives. They will discuss how their hobbies help them get connected in their communities and getting connected with other people in different ways. They will discuss how they discovered their passion for their hobby and how they continue to utilize these hobbies to enhance their lives today. Together, we will do some fun interactive activities. We'll explore some of your hobbies and hopefully find new ones available to you in your communities and help you get connected. Again, if you need this presentation in Spanish, please click on the Spanish globe. There will be a point in this presentation where our presenter Jose is speaking. It will be done only in Spanish, so make sure that you translate that from Spanish to English to hear that part. We want to make this presentation as interactive as possible for all of you. So there will be times we ask for audience input. Please feel free to use the raise your hand icon or to be asked to be taken off of mute or type your questions or comments in the chat box. You are welcome to ask questions throughout the presentation by using the raise hand option or the chat box. And there will be a 5-minute question and answer session at the end as well. I would now like to introduce you to Anthony, Jose, and Avi. Anthony, would you like to say hi to the audience today?
Hello, everyone.
Avi, would Avi like to say hi to the audience today?
Avi's not quite back yet.
Okay, thank you. We will go ahead and share our introduction video that we put together to introduce you to our presenters.
Hola, soy José Hernandez-Ruiz. Mi pasatiempo.
Hi, I am José Luis y mi pasatiempo es pintar. Hace año y medio tuve la oportunidad, I had the opportunity to start helping this hobby of mine, painting, with my nervousness, my anxiety, and my stress.
That I had the opportunity to be able to start painting about a year and a half after my accident. It helped with my stress because I was feeling so alone. Thank God that I was able to do this.
What is your name? Avi, great job. What is some of your hobbies or one of your hobbies, Avi? That's something, an activity you like to do for relaxation or leisure time?
Okay, tennis, basketball.
Tennis and basketball.
When did you start playing tennis, Avi?
20 years ago.
10 years ago, Avi?
Okay.
Hi, I'm Anthony Farina. My hobby is making animated dinosaur documentaries and stories for children. I started doing this on July 26, 2013. The reason why I'm creating these videos is because I like to learn about dinosaurs and I want to help others to learn too.
Now Anthony is going to give you some information on what to expect today. Go ahead, Anthony.
A hobby is defined as an activity done regularly.
Read this one.
Sorry. Discover how your hobbies can help improve your health and happiness. Discover different ways your hobbies can help you grow in your community. Discover how sharing our hobbies and passions with others can develop and deepen friendships.
Thank you, Anthony. TMG is a consulting agency in the IRIS program. IRIS is Wisconsin's self-directed long-term care option. TMG began its rich history in 1986, providing oversight to the newly developed community options programs supporting people living in their community. We were the first company to be awarded the contract to provide this quality oversight and have worked closely with the Department of Health Services to develop the processes and systems. In addition to this quality oversight, TMG also provided consulting services. These consulting services were primarily in the area of long-term care and quality. TMG remained a relatively small company of approximately 20 to 25 employees performing this quality oversight until the growth of the IRIS and family care programs throughout Wisconsin. In 2008, we became the first IRIS consulting agency, and we are now partnering with over 17,000 people. In 2009, TMG began working as the oversight agency for self-directed personal cares. SDPC connects to over 11,000 individuals using IRIS. We have 700 locally based staff throughout Wisconsin, including IRIS consultants, SDPC RNs, and screening specialists. So we're here today to talk about hobbies. What are hobbies and what makes hobbies? There are many kinds of hobbies and many places you can do your hobbies. Anthony is going to talk to you now a little bit about what hobbies are.
Right. A hobby is defined as an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. I like to think of a hobby as something you like to do over and over again. My mom likes knitting. She enjoys making knitted things for people and talking with her friends about knitting. I work at a horse farm. Many people come there who really love horses. We have fun talking together about the horses and spending time with them and each other.
Thank you. We're about to do some interactive activities. So I will share a little bit about my hobbies. Some of my hobbies are camping, crocheting, and reading. How can these hobbies help me get connected in my community? Well, I can do some activities with the libraries. I can do different knitting groups, and these hobbies can benefit me. Camping can help me get me outside and learn, or get me outside and explore different places. Next summer, I would like to try to camp at all the state parks. Your interests may be creative, athletic, or academic, or something distinctly personal. You may choose a hobby that you can do alone or as part of a group. Whatever your interests are, there is sure to be a hobby out there for you. What matters is that it is something you find meaningful and enjoyable. Now we will discuss some of your hobbies. Please feel free to use the raise hand option or type in the chat box or ask to be taken off of mute. Would anyone like to share some of their hobbies?
Brianne, we have a comment in the chat box from Felicia Claiborne. She says that her hobbies are boating, bowling, fishing, and traveling.
Awesome. Those are great hobbies.
I do see someone with their hand raised here, like Lindale.
Yep, that's right. Thank you. I do latch hook. I used to couldn't cross stitch. Mine's got too bad, but I do latch hook. I started doing the little bead stuff. I have for a while, but I need to get back into that. Talking on the phone. But then I started making crosses for people. That's my hobby.
Awesome. That's great. It gets you connected with other people and gets you
Yep.
trying new things.
Yep. I enjoy it.
Nice. I see some more in the chat box: singing, dancing, TV, movies, sports, video games, hiking, softball, read, write. That's good. Awesome. Katie, did you have something?
There you go. I like to ride horses. I like to play my iPad, and I like to create things.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you, everybody, for sharing, and keep them coming in. That's good. Give some other people some ideas of things they might like to try. All right. So we all have things we're interested in. Why is this good for us? What is emotional health? Emotional health is your brain functioning at its very best. It's the thoughts, feelings, and what you do that make up both your inner and outer worlds. Some examples is it includes the overall experience of feeling good in what we think, feel, and do through both the highs and lows of life. Spending time on an activity that you enjoy can improve your overall well-being. Research shows that people with hobbies are less likely to suffer from stress, low mood, and depression. Activities that can get you out and about can help you feel happier and more relaxed. Group activities like team sports can help you improve your communication skills and build relationships with others in your community. Some people enjoy hobbies that give them the opportunity to improve their confidence level, boost their self-esteem, and improve their quality of life. Some examples of this is Avi playing tennis, and he'll talk about this later. Also, my grandfather enjoys riding his bike. He still rides his bike every day, and he's 94 years old. It helps him have a good quality of life. Hobbies can also help you increase your creativity. Some hobbies inspire us to tap into our creative side. This can be especially helpful for people who have no creative outlets anywhere else. Jose and Anthony will share more about this later in the presentation. I would now like to introduce you to Jose. Jose will be speaking to the audience in Spanish about how painting has improved his emotional health. Please remember this will be spoken in Spanish, so make sure that you click on the English as a preferred language if you want to hear it in English.
Questions to Jose about painting.
Jose, how did you get into painting?
Empecé a pintar
I
porque
started to paint porque es un pasatiempo is a hobby for me that I have had since I had my accident. Painting makes me feel good. I love my painting. It makes me feel rested, relaxed. Sometimes you feel alone, and then when I get my paintings and take my paintings, I relax and my mind wanders, and I stop thinking about my accident and the things that happened. I am very happy, and I thank to God every day because I am alive and I am doing this, and I want to continue painting.
And why do you enjoy painting?
I feel when I paint, I feel new. I feel that there is always something new because in the past I had never painted. I feel
Algo nuevo, algo
new
bonito.
for me, something very pretty. I feel like it strengthens me, and I feel very happy when I paint. And sometimes I feel super when I see a finished paint of mine. It makes me feel very emotional, and it makes me want to paint more. Some days I paint 1, 2, 3 paintings, 3 canvases, and I feel very good. And then I feel that my body relaxes, that my body is not heavy anymore. And I'm very thankful to God that is teaching me how to do this. I know that what I do is not perfect, but I know that what I am doing, I invest in my time, and I'm trying to do it the best that I can because I give it the best out of me for this. And that's the way how I feel.
And why do you enjoy painting?
Cuando pinto, siento
When I paint, I feel it's like feeling that I am earning a prize, like I have an ability, like I feel extremely relaxed. I feel free, like I get into my landscapes. I can get into my landscapes, the ones that I
Dios nos ha
paint,
dado.
and I make
Y
me
eso es lo que yo
appreciative
siento.
of
Me siento
nature, and that feeling comes
libre.
into me, and I feel free, like walking around those landscapes, and I only focus my thinking on what I am doing and what I'm painting, and let my mind wander. It helps me very much. It impacts my emotional health because it feels like I am curing, like I'm healing, like my wounds are healing. Especially because I avoid to think about my accident. I cannot explain it to you with words, but I feel so free. It's like I am in the middle of a huge landscape outside, and I feel very grateful when I do that. I feel really, really big, large freedom. I like the landscapes. I like green. I like the trees. That's what I like the most. The landscape, the general landscape outside. It comes into my mind. The landscape comes into my mind, and I start painting it. Sometimes I can paint without even thinking. For example, sometimes I sit down with my paints, and then I start doing something, and then suddenly, like, my hands move, and they start painting without much of a program. It's like things are coming out of my mind freely. The painting for my future, how is it going to help? I think that my goal will be to sell them. I would love for people to like and admire what I do, because I do like what I paint. And yes, I think that for me and for myself, I think perhaps someday I'm going to be selling my paintings, and it's going to be helping me much in the future, because people are going to like what I do. For me, I see my painting, for me, are tops. My paintings are the best. And if some people say we love them, we like them really much, that will be very, very, it will be a very strong feeling for me, because that helps you heal in your heart. The knowing that people like what you do will help you in your heart. But I like whatever I do. My family like what I do, but I would like for more people to see my paintings and to like my paintings. And I'm very grateful to God and to everybody that helps me that I am painting.
How do hobbies help you grow in your community?
¿Cómo los pasatiempos te ayudan a crecer en la comunidad? La importancia de
Sorry, okay. Hobbies can bring, Hobbies are a great way to socialize and meet new friends. It's a way to be part of something bigger, get outside of your comfort zone, and interact with others. Hobbies can bring you to more opportunities in your community. Some examples of this are sports teams, clubs, classes, arts and craft fairs, and outdoor activities. Some activities can be done both inside and outside. Avi is going to talk to you a little bit about playing tennis. Avi, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience or say anything before we play your video?
Hold on, Brianne, he's coming.
Thank you.
Avi, remember I told you you were in that video to help Brianne? Well, here's Brianne on the screen. Would you like to tell them anything about your hobbies and interests? He said, hi, everybody. My name is Avi. I like to play tennis, but I have to go eat now.
Thank you, Avi. So Avi uses a communication device to communicate. He began playing tennis when he was younger with his family, and he began working with a tennis club when he was in his 20s. We will be sharing a video of him sharing his story on how tennis helps get him out into his community and interacting with others.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you when you started playing tennis? Do you remember?
Teenager.
You're a teenager?
You were a teenager, okay. I bet that was a lot of fun. Why do you like playing tennis, Avi?
Fun rest.
It's a fun time. Who do you play tennis with, Avi?
Brian or Josh?
Have you played with Josh in a while?
Yes, with Brian, Priamati. Hey.
Yes, with Brian or I think or
At Elite, yes. Who is your favorite tennis player, if you have one?
Brian.
Brian, nice job. Why is he your favorite tennis player?
Because he's good. Is that why?
Can you wave bye to Brianne? Can you try to say bye, Brianne? Look at me, bye. Good.
Thank you. All right, so hobbies can help us make new friends. We can meet other people with common interests like ours. Avi has met others who enjoy tennis, and Anthony, who we'll be hearing from shortly, has met people online and at church. Hobbies can give us the platform to share something with others, be a teacher, a mentor, help someone learn new things, and learn new things for ourselves. Some places that we could get connected with others in our community are community rec centers, clubs, programs through schools, senior centers, churches, and online communities, and many other places. If you have any other ideas of places, please feel free to let us know or type them in the chat box, because this is all about sharing ideas with others. Next slide, please. I would now like to introduce you to Anthony. As mentioned in his bio, he is a digital artist. We will be talking about how making videos has helped him connect with others. Anthony is going to talk a little bit about a clip that we are going to share. Go ahead, Anthony.
Okay, so the clip that you're about to see, the video that I recently made. For those of you who have heard of the song "The Lion Sleeps Tonight," well, that's what it is, only it's not about a lion, it's about a leviathan, a large fire-breathing marine creature. Enjoy.
Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the Leviathan sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the Leviathan sleeps tonight.
Safe thing every night.
What a great video. Thank you for sharing that, Anthony. All right. So Anthony, what made you want to create videos?
I've always liked making stories and I've always liked drawing. I started making stories on a doodle board when I was very young. When I got older, my parents bought me an electric drawing pad called a Bamboo. And I started writing and drawing the pictures for stories that way. It's so much better than using a doodle board because I could save my stories on the computer when I use the Bamboo drawing pad. I decided to draw dinosaur documentaries because none of the dinosaur documentaries I liked watching were from a creationist perspective. The dinosaur documentaries from a creationist perspective were boring. So I decided to make my own videos. I make my videos with drawing that have a lot of color and action so that they are fun to watch.
How do you come up with your inspirations?
The inspirations for my videos come from other videos I've seen and ideas I just have in my mind. If I'm using a video I saw somewhere else as my inspiration, I will change it to a creationist perspective and add art that I think is fun.
How does your art help you to express yourself to other people?
Sometimes I feel nervous when I talk with people. It can be hard to think of the words I need to explain what is in my mind. It's easier for me to draw what I'm thinking of than it is to explain with words. Drawing and writing stories let me teach people without needing to use spoken words for everything.
How has sharing your art helped you meet other people or deepen your friendships with others?
I tell people I meet about my videos and they like to talk with me about them. After they watch one of my videos, they will come to tell me what they enjoyed or will ask questions. It helps me have a good conversation.
How has your website helped you to meet new people and grow friendships?
I have conversations online with people who want to ask questions or make comments about what they saw. I also have conversations with people I meet during the week, like at church or with my taxi drivers or other friends and family members.
What would you like the audience to take away from this presentation today, Anthony?
I would like everyone to get excited about the things they enjoy doing. Then think about a way to share your hobby with others. I like drawing dinosaur documentaries and sharing my videos with friends and other people that I meet. No matter what no matter what your hobby is, you can find people who like that too.
Thank you, Anthony. Does anyone have any questions for Anthony that they'd like to answer? They have him answer right now. You can raise your hand or type in the chat box. If there is not any questions, we can move on.
No questions in the chat box, Brianne.
Okay, no hands up. All right, very good. If you think of something, just let us know. Next slide. All right, so where and how can we find hobbies in our communities? So the first step is to think about kind of what is around us, right? Is there a horseback riding farm somewhere? Libraries, most communities have a library, some parks, farmers markets, community gardens, things around us. So we'd like to do an activity. So if you have the worksheet, please go ahead and grab that. If you don't, just grab a piece of paper. We're going to share the worksheet so we know what we're looking at here. If you need assistance, please raise your hand or type in the chat box and we can kind of help. So this is where we'd like to take a few moments to explore some hobbies you would like to try. So think of what you're passionate about. Think about something new you'd like to try. Think about what others have said. Think about what's around you and where you could start. Think about your own lives. Think about your interests. Go ahead and take some notes. These questions on the worksheets can help you kind of get some information and brainstorm. We'll take a moment to take some notes. We can put up Anthony's worksheet that he filled out, and he can talk a little bit about that to get our brains moving. All right, Anthony, do you want to share some of the thoughts that you had?
Sure. What new thank you. Sorry. What new hobbies am I interested in trying? Well, I am currently doing horseback riding lessons. I enjoy playing an old computer game called Zoo Tycoon 2, where you can build your zoo anywhere you'd like. You can even breed a certain sort of animals they would feature in there, such as dinosaurs and even marine marine animals. And also I do animated art drawing. What could new hobbies make my life better? How could new hobbies make my life better? Learn new skills and have something new to talk to people about. Who do I know that could help me learn more about these new hobbies? My friend Dan and my cousin Elijah. He would show me some neat new things in video games that he has at his home. And where in my community or virtually can I try out these new hobbies? There's either Moraine Park Technical College or the Islands of Brilliance Learning and Community Center, which that I am going to be participating in their class.
Awesome, thank you, Anthony. Would anybody like to share some of their hobbies or some of their ideas that they came up with using this worksheet? can raise your hand or type in the chat box.
Well, I have a few things I would be interested in learning. I've always wanted to play guitar and I have not learned it, but I think it would be really cool to you can add a new musical skill and maybe meet some other people who are good at doing music. And I think there's a lot of places around town, either meet a musician who is interested in teaching me their skills, or I know that our colleges often have classes that can teach people who want to learn how to play guitar. So might be something I do in the future. I bet there's some other cool things people are interested in learning about as well that maybe they want to share.
Thank you. There's a few in the chat box now. Latch hook cross stitch, making crosses. Canvas painting. That's awesome. Ooh, read and doing ventriloquism. That's really cool. You can put on shows for other people. That would be neat. Traveling. What kind of places, Felicia? What kind of places do you travel to, and who do you travel with? Museum and restaurants. Yes. Watercolor painting. Very neat. Cool. Travel with groups of people. Yes. Thank you. This is good stuff everybody's sharing. Any other ideas? Well, thank you all for contributing. Let's see here. Is there any questions for any of our presenters? Oh, I like to write poetry and quotes. Cool. Very cool. These are all good things.
I have a question for Anthony.
All right.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Anthony, do you have a favorite dinosaur or other animal that you'd like to create animation for?
Yes, I do have a favorite dinosaur, but originally though, I didn't really had a favorite dinosaur. My favorite extinct animal is this one here. It's kind of Gorgonopsid, a saber-toothed reptile. I later then like Carnotaurus, which is this a two-legged predatory dinosaur with horns. But now currently, I'd say my favorite dinosaur is this guy right here. This is a Taurosaurus. Now it does look like a Triceratops, but there's some differences. Taurosaurs, their frills, the thing that's right on top of his head right there, are longer. This is a Taurosaur and this is a Triceratops. Triceratops have more like a short rounded frill. And also they don't have holes in their frills, but Taurosaurs does, as you see this one right behind me does.
Thank you, Anthony. That's great.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, look, somebody Works at a dinosaur museum in Kenosha. That's cool.
Looks like Jen has her hand up.
Oh, Jen has her hand up. Go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, I also have a question for Anthony.
Yes.
So, what is your favorite movie that you've designed, and why is it your favorite?
I think my favorite is the Jurassic Park. There's a movie. There's a little video I put in my website. It's a Jurassic Park movie. It's this where it features the cartoon version of me being chased by dinosaurs, and it features the song done by Weird Al Yankovic.
Awesome, very fun.
Thank you.
So, what makes it your favorite?
Well, I think it's because I just like how I get chased by all these dinosaurs. And I think my most favorite part in that video is where I run into a cave, hid in there, hoping I'm safe. And three eyes appear behind me, and I light up a match. And right behind me are three big orange Albertosaurs. And once I notice them, I scream, and those allosaurs roar at me at the same time. And I just run out of the cave with those three Albertosaurs right behind me.
Awesome.
Very cool. There's another, let's see here, comment in the chat. Songs, writing songs. Krista's been writing them 14 years on November 7th. That's cool. Krista's happy to teach anybody that wants to learn how to write. That's awesome. She's great with words. Thank you, Krista, for sharing with us and offering to be a mentor and teach your skill to somebody else. It's good stuff.
It looks like Jen has another question for Anthony and Brianne. What do you do if you're interested in trying a new hobby, but you're nervous?
That's a good question. Do you want to try to answer that one, Anthony? Or what would you do? Maybe we do different things.
Like, I'm sorry, can you help me understand what that question means?
Yeah. So I'll kind of start it off. So what do you do if you're interested in trying a new hobby, but you're nervous? Maybe you're afraid to try something new, because sometimes I'm afraid to try new things. Part of it's like stepping out of your comfort zone, and it can be uncomfortable, but that's sometimes how we can try to find things that we enjoy, right? By trying new things, because if we do the same stuff every day, then we will never try new things. So it's taking that leap and hoping for the best.
Thank you. Answered it well.
Yes. The issue with my sound, I don't know. I've tried my headset, but we're almost done. I'm sorry if you can't hear me correctly. All right, so anything else from this activity? Do it afraid, step out to find out. Good job, Felicia. I really like that. That's what I was trying to say, but you made it sound a lot better. Thank you.
There was a question in the chat box. I think it was related to the dinosaurs that Anthony was describing. He was wondering if they were, Sarah's wondering if they're related to each other.
Yes, they are both in the ceratopsian kind, which those are the horn-faced dinosaurs. Much like how like how cats and tigers are the cat kind.
Cool, thanks. You know your dinosaurs, don't you, Anthony? All right. Hunter says, take your time and research the hobby you want to join. Yeah, that's great advice, Hunter. Ooh, start an autobiography. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's great. I like to read a lot of autobiographies on people. All right, this is great. I like the interaction here. All right. Do we want to put up the next slide? Oops, there's more. One more, Jen, okay. What ways have hobbies improved some of our audience's lives? Does anyone want to share? That's a good question. All right.
Anthony, are you trying to say something? You're muted.
Oops.
Anthony wants to say something.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Me? Go ahead. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I was just thinking of answering what ways have hobbies improved some of our audience's lives.
Go ahead and answer.
Okay, well, I think for me, like how I'm sharing my dinosaur documentaries with others to help give them to share them another perspective on their origins. It's attracting a lot of people. Children likes these.
Yes. That's great. Oh, we have some more from the audience. It helps me express ideas that I would rather be afraid to express. Yeah, and I think Anthony, you hit on that a little bit too, about how sometimes through your artwork, you can express yourself more through there than you can through words. So yeah, hobbies can be a great way to express ourselves. And Felicia said, it helps me keep peace and share with others. Yeah, and there's something about, just sharing something with others, teaching somebody something that kind of makes us feel good too. Not only are you teaching somebody else, but you're getting some internal stuff going on there too. Calms my mind and helps with stress. Yes, yep, it's a way just to get away from it all, right? This is all great input. Thank you, everyone. Do we want to put up that last slide? Just for fun. So if there's any other questions, now would be the time. If there's any questions about anything. Okay, well, I do want to thank all of you for taking the time to come here and listen to us today. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and for contributing, and hopefully everybody, got something out of it. I would like to thank Anthony, Avi, and Jose for being here and sharing their stories with you. It's not easy to get up and talk in front of a lot of people. So thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. The slide deck and worksheets will be available on the conference webpage. If you have any additional questions on hobbies and getting connected with your community, you can always email info@tmg.com or stop by our exhibit table and we'll be happy to chat with you. Okay. That's all I got. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.